But about 13 years old, we moved down to Raleigh, North Carolina. And we struggled with financial issues. You know, when you're a young man, people don't really take you in. So took to the streets, and I guess you can kind of say I perfected it. My name is Jeff Davis, and I'm the owner of XTREME Detailing in Virginia Beach. Between like 14 to 17 years old, I turned into a full-fledged street guy. I guess you could say I kind of owned the city. I mean, it sounds all glamorous, but it's not. The older I got, a lot of people didn't like the fact that I was so young and in control of so much, so it started a lot of animosity. People were getting hurt, people were dying, people were going to jail. By the time I got to 17, and I really looked at it and evaluated life and was like, I can't do this forever. So I got to get up out of here. About 20 years old, I decided to make a change. My oldest brother was out in Wisconsin, and so I took off, went out there, opened up a record store. So it's a chance to kind of reinvent myself. So I befriended all of the local artists. I booked the venues and gave them a platform to perform. And this guy named Red, he always comes by the shop. Red comes to the event, he ends up getting in a scuffle. The other guy shot Red 4 times in the chest. I kind of felt responsible. Now I'm not the dope boy, but I'm the guy creating the environment that the dope boys are hanging out in. And I was like, damn, I'm still on the same side of the fence. So at that point is where I separated doing what's right from what's legal. And so I got into this whole positive mindset. Prior to XTREME Detailing, I was the director of vocational services for a foster care agency. It transitioned into auto detailing from writing job readiness programs for at-risk kids and foster care youth, and this was the 4th program that I had written. But by the time I did this, I realized that I needed some ownership, and it was time for me to get back into my entrepreneurial ways. When we first started, we were doing $10 car washes. We were just trying to get any cars we could to keep the kids busy in the program. But from there, I kind of figured out I had a niche for this thing and became one of the best here in the Hampton Roads area. My first initial employee was my first cousin, and he's still here with me to this day. Been with me from day one, been here 13 years. From there, I got my son, I got my nephew, and I have some of my nephews and sons' friends here working as well. Everybody says you can't work with family. You can work with family, you just gotta be willing to fire them, that's all.
I'm Cam Charles. My name is Rodney Riggins Jr.
My name is Delonte Lucas. I work at XTREME Detailing. 2020 is when I moved up here, and I jumped into the business. That's when Rodney came as well.
Having my son at the shop has been a blessing. It actually made me see that, the financial success is not all that you really want. I'm truly blessed to have a son that is kind of following in his father's footsteps. I gave the staff chains because I wanted to honor, I wanted to give them some type of token of appreciation for all of their hard work and dedication that they're putting into XTREME Detailing. And I had this hunch you know what? I should probably create some custom jewelry out of the logo and base the size of the jewelry on the time that they put into the company and how valuable they are to the company.
Jeff, he blessed me with a chain, and I want to look back from here, man, because I want to put in that work each and every day,
So I'm looking forward to that chain, because I guess you could call it incentive. Because I know when I get mine, yeah, it's gonna be a fat one, because I'm gonna earn that junk.
Coming from criminal background into the professional realms where I'm writing reports for foster care youth and kids with disabilities, that whole just personal experience just taught me that, there's a whole nother side of life and there's a whole nother way of doing things. You're thinking that, okay, this could be my only option, it's my only way of life, my only way of trying to improve my lifestyle. And then you realize that there's so many other ways out here that you just have to go ahead and show some of these other people the same route. So I'm just trying to save them from walking through this long path that I had to go through and to be that beacon of light. So in terms of legacy, that's my next business venture. I feel like I've reached the magnitudes of this industry that I want to reach. And the next greatest thing that I could do in auto detailing itself is to create a consulting, training, and detailing supply company. Agape Pro will be my legacy, and it's something that will be able to continue past me.